Hello and welcome to Rose-Colored Glasses. My name's Nanette, and on this channel we explore goddess archetypal energies. I like to concentrate on the feminine energies because they're the creative manifesting power. And when we're looking to make positive change in our lives, it's a balancing of the masculine and feminine energies. And from my perspective, I think there's a lot of feminine or a lot of masculine energies floating around, and so we kind of need to balance that out with the feminine energies. And so I use the goddesses to help do this. And so today is a pick a card, and I'm using the Celtic Goddess Oracle by Judith Shaw. And the idea is to pick the card that resonates with you, but you're quite welcome to stick around for all three, because sometimes the message melds together. In fact, I think today there's a similar message with all the goddesses that have come forth today. But if you choose a particular card, there will certainly be a message in there for you. So we have card 1, 2, and 3, and there will be a timestamp below so you can go to your specific card. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope this information resonates with you and you subscribe. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you. I really appreciate you and glad to have you back. So let's get started. So if you chose card number 1, you have got Neve. So Neve is of course, the goddess of beauty and brightness. She was also known as the Queen of Golden Hair. So you can see by her hair there, she has that golden, beautiful hair. And she ruled an other world. And in this other world, it was... in English, it's called the land of eternal youth. And one of the aspects of this other world was happiness. And so I think Neve's here to remind us of the quality of happiness. And the thing about happiness in the Celtic perspective is that, there was just happiness. And we like to center it around a condition. For instance, like if I got that job, I'd be happy. If I had that car, I'd be happy. If I had that relationship, I'd be happy. But the thing about happiness is that we need to be happy to attract those things. It's all about our magnetic field. So we have this electromagnetic field, and it's an attractor. It attracts like conditions. So if we're down and out and we're expecting something to come in to create our happiness, that's unlikely to happen. We need to be happy, and then conditions that are situations that resonate with that happiness will then start to flow into our lives. And so Neve's here to remind us that we create our own happiness, and it's an internal perspective. And so if you call on Neve and ask her to imbue you with happiness, and then sit in your meditation from a state of what would happiness feel like? What would it feel like in my body? How would I feel? What other qualities are associated with happiness? And bask in that feeling. Or find situations or scenarios in your life that were happy for you, and bask in those. That you can go all the way back to childhood and pick things from childhood. Like, I enjoyed skating, and so when I would go roller skating, it was a really happy, joyous time for me. So I can go back and reflect on those times when I went skating and hung out with my friends, and bask in that happiness, bask in that joy. And when I do that, I'm creating a resonance in my electromagnetic field that then will draw more situations to me that are joyful and happy. and keeps that momentum, that snowball effect going in regards to happiness. So Neve's, again, here to remind us that we have control of our happiness. And it's not the scenarios that we think will create that happiness. In fact, some of the people that are the richest people and have all the things that you think are going to make you happy are not happy people. So it's not the things that are going to make you happy, it's you getting happy, and then those things will come into your life and you'll get to enjoy them. So that's Neve. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Or any comments also help me know that you're resonating with this information. So let's, if you got card number 2, you have got Chrythalod. So as you can see here, Chrythalod is related to flowers. She's the Welsh goddess of flowers and love. And she's related to the Celtic holiday Beltane, which is May Day. So really, that whole transition into summer, flowers and beauty and love. And she's here to remind us, I believe she's here today to remind us of love. And that our love has to come within. Like we have to love ourselves and be love to attract love. And so she's here to remind us of that. In fact, in her story, she was getting ready to marry the love of her life, and she got abducted by another man who was in love with her and wanted her attention. And because of that, the battle waged on between the two men, and she went back home, back into her goddess status, and resonated with self-love. She was the love for the people around her, and her love for herself helped those that lived in her vicinity. And so that's the idea of self-love for yourself. When you resonate with your own self-love, when you resonate with that power of love, then you not only change your life for the better, but you also have a positive effect on those around you. So Chrythalod is here to remind us that we need to generate that love from within. One, to make positive change in our lives, because again, we're affecting our electromagnetic field, which then affects our lives in a positive way. And also to affect those around us. When you're resonating with that self-love, people can't help but be affected by you. And all you got to do is give this a try. Like, get into a place of love, of self-love. Call on Chrythalod during your meditation. Ask her to imbue you with love. Sit there and feel like what it would feel like to be that love, and really bask in that. One of the things that I did that helped me, and maybe you'd be interested in trying it, is I asked to have the feeling of being nurtured. And that took me back to being as a baby. When your parents hold you, you feel there's just seems to be this like immense love, this feeling of being nurtured. I also can do that with the goddess, thinking of the goddess nurturing me and holding me in that way that feels nurturing. And it seems to open the heart and give you that feeling of love. And then you can bask in that feeling of love so that you resonate with that love. Other ways would just be going and looking at situations in your life where you felt loved, and then what did that feel like, and basking in that feeling, and just sitting with it. Really, just sitting with what does love feel like to you, and what other characteristics go with love. Like for me, it was that nurturing feeling. That, maybe it's caring, maybe there's a sense of peace to that, maybe there's a sense of calm, whatever characteristics you would associate with that, and just bask in those as well. Like, what do those feel like to you? That'll raise your vibration and create a loving magnetic field, and then you'll take that out into the world, and then just see how people react to you when you have that resonance. And as you do, I think you'll notice that situations just seem to work out better, and that you have better reactions from people. So you have to get into that situation, into that loving feeling first, and then go out and interact with people and just see how those interactions change. So that's Krithalad. She's here to remind us that we need to have the love from within us to draw in love from the outside. And that love within us can really change up how we interact with people and how people interact with us. So I hope that resonates with you. If it does, please give me a thumbs up or comment. It helps me know you're connecting with this information. So last and not least is card number 3. If you chose card number 3, you have Kar. So the interesting thing about Kar is she's a goddess of dreams and prophecy. And she would spend a year as a human or a goddess, and then a year as a swan. And swans in Celtic lore are associated with love, and they're also associated with music. And so I think Kar is here today to remind us of the power of music. And of course, there's all different genres of music, but the idea here is music that creates a characteristic that you want to emulate more. So if that's happiness, then happy music. If that's calmness, then calm music. If that's creativity, then maybe something that's lively and exhilarating. So find a characteristic that you want to emulate more of, that you want to bring more of into your life to create the change that you're desiring, and then find the music that is associated with that, and then create a playlist around it and start listening to it frequently and see how it changes up your perspective in regards to that characteristic. And then just start seeing how situations that draw out that characteristic in you start coming into your life. So for instance, let's say it's happiness. There are a lot of happy, joyous songs out there. For instance, the song Happy, and why can't I think of the name of the singer? But it's joyous, it's uplifting, it creates that exciting, exhilarating happiness in you. So by creating a playlist of songs that create that exhilarating, joyous, happy feeling in you, and you listening to them frequently, you will start to change up your frequency, your vibration, in a way that will then magnetize you to draw in more happy situations. You can do the same thing with love. There's a lot of love songs out that are just amazing and beautiful. My favorite, of course, is the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. But any of those fun, happy love songs, you create your playlist on that, and then when you listen to it, you reflect on the feeling of love, and you will start to shift things for yourself. So you can even do that for calm or peace or whatever it is that you desire. So maybe having several playlists of music. And then the other way to use music is just some of the lyrics. Just like the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. I love the All You Need Is Love, and I love the last one, Love Is All You Need. Or The Sunny Side of the Street. Thinking about walking on the sunny side of the street. That's a really joyous, happy song that kind of uplifts you and makes you think about walking on the sunny side of the street and what that would mean for your life and how things would change up if that's the disposition you had. So Car is here to remind us that music is powerful, and that the playlists we create can be really powerful in shifting our perspectives and creating some magical change in our lives. So if this connects with you and you do create a playlist, comment to some of the songs that you're putting in that playlist, because that will help others create their playlists as well. And I'm always looking for good songs that are related to happiness or love or calm or peace, because then I can add to my playlists as well. So that's Car. I hope you resonate with this. I hope you use the information, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and bye for now.